Okay, let's do problem 443, string compression. So here we're given an array of characters and we have to compress them like this. So we have two A's, so we write down A and then say it appears twice. And then same thing for two B's, B and 2, and then for three C's, we write down C3. But if it only appears once, we just write down the character. So if we look at example 3, we have A and then 12 B's. So we write down A, B, and then 12. And then they wanted to do it in constant extra space, then meaning that we can't really create additional indices or list to work this one out. So we are essentially, so what I'm suspecting is because we're only dealing with these characters, and then due to the nature of compression, if you have like A, B like this, we have like A3 and B6 or whatever, and then the rest of them will be messy like this. But that's fine because we're only interested in this length. So because we're not too worried about, because we're only worried about the position where that compression ends, we do need a variable called position. It's going to be 0 initially, and then we're going to return position. And what we're going to do is we're obviously going to iterate these characters, and the way we what we need to do is we have to get the current character using a for loop, and then within this for loop we're gonna have like a while loop inside, so that we constantly check if the next one has the same value of the current one we're looking at, and then if it does, we're gonna increment I. So this means that within for loop we don't really need to have I++. So that's all we need. Here we also need for each iteration we need to count how many numbers they appear and then what that character is. So within the for loop we need int count is equal to 0, and then current character is equal to cars.I. Because this character will be used within while loop, and it wouldn't really change for each for loop, so I'm gonna just put in final just for the sake of making things safe, I guess. So here what we're gonna do is if current character while current character is equal to current character. So we have A. So we are looking at the first one, we're looking at A here, and at the moment the count is 0, current character will be A. And within this loop, we are going to increment I, and then we are going to increment counter. So now count is equal to 1. And then when we go to the next iteration, it's still A, so we are going to increment I, and then count will be 2. And then when we go to the next one, it's still A, so count will be 3, and then we increment I++. So I is now, in the next one, we are looking at B now. Okay, so now this is when the while loop breaks. So we have A, and then we have count is 3. What we need to do is we have to put A into the first position. So that means that we are going to do cars dot position will be current car, and then we need to increment position. So it's the same variable, but I'm just writing it. So this is same as this. And then the second one, we have to write down the count, which is going to be 3. The way we do it is we have to change integer to character, but because if the count is greater than 10, it's going to have 2 characters, so it would be better to change to string and then string to character array. So if count is greater than 1, we are going to change count to string and then to character array, and then we're going to iteratively put them into position, because this one only has a value of 3, so the for loop won't be necessary, but if there are more than 2 digits, it is necessary. So car.count array, we do car.position is equal to count array. Oh, it will be cars.position. And then we do position plus plus. Now position is 2. So we did populate with A and 3. And that's pretty much it. If we repeat it, we're going to have B and 3, and then it will be still 2 B's at the end, but we're not really worried about these 2. We're just interested in this position. Okay, then that's it. Let's run the test. Okay, so within the while loop, if we keep iterating, say we have AAA, BBB, and then after the last B, if we come to this, we incremented I, and then there is no I, so we have to make sure that I is less than cars.length. Okay, let's submit. Right, that's it.